output basically. So this is how the concept work. I don't want to go with much deeper understanding, so we don't have sufficient time, obviously. So here is the thing. So first of all these three buzzwords, let's try to understand what is AI, what is machine learning, what is deep learning. So what is really happening in that. So let's take artificial intelligence as a hierarchy. I mean the higher priority. So just after next to artificial intelligence, let's imagine we have machine learning. Next to machine learning, we have a deep learning. So deep learning is nothing but the subset of ML, machine learning. So deep learning is a concept where you really deal with this neural networks, how many layers you need to put, how many layers, optimization. I mean, optimization is something goes wrong, how to correct it, all those stuff. So then we have a machine learning on top of it. Then we have artificial intelligence. So those are the subsets of everything. So here I have some different use cases where you can try to understand what is deep learning, all this stuff. So for example, I have deep learning here. So number plate detection. I mean, let's imagine, okay, you in case if you let's imagine if you're really going if you're traveling, and if you're not a good person to follow the rules for traffic. Obviously, if you're going away from a red light, you are not following a red light. I mean, you are not stopping in a red light. Okay, so like let's imagine we have a cameras. Every traffic light has a camera where it can take a number plate. I mean, it can able to capture your number plate, and it can able to recognize what is the number that you have in your number plate. It can able to find you automatically. I will show you the real-time demo which particular service is used in AWS, which country is really doing that. Okay. So number plate detection. Then we have machine learning use case, a spam detection. Obviously, email, right? We have a lot of emails flowing each and every day. Obviously, a machine learning can able to identify what is a spam, and it can throw your email to a spam, right? If you are wondering why emails are going to the spam, this is what is happening. Gmail, for example, great application. Gmail is using machine learning already. So artificial intelligence, Amazon Alexa, that is a great example. That's a finished project. If you see, the combination of machine learning and deep learning comes under AI. So for example, end product, artificial intelligence, like about Amazon Alexa. It's a device where you can talk to the Amazon Alexa, similar to Google Home. You can tell Amazon Alexa to sing songs. You can book some items in Amazon.in. You can purchase. Like that's a great example what I can provide. So what are the types of machine learning here? So there are three types of machine learning. What it can be called as supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. So quick understanding, okay, for that. So supervised learning is something like this. So I made it very simple for you guys to understand. Supervised learning. So there are two things in here in this. One is feature and is label. Okay, feature and label. Let's try to understand that. So here I have three different country coins. I have Indian rupee, I have United Arab Emirates, and we have Liberty coin here. So each and every coin has a different weight in it. So Indian rupee weighs 5 grams, this weighs 2 grams, this weighs 4 grams. Okay, so the weight of a coin can be called as a feature. Okay, the weight of a coin can be called as a feature. The currency of a coin can be called as a label, actually. Okay, so and let's imagine, so this is when you're performing a machine learning with where your data has a feature and label, that can be a supervised learning basically. So how your machine learning model is going to make a predictions here? If the coin is 5 grams, then the prediction says it's a 1 rupee coin. I mean, if your prediction is going to be 2 grams, it's going to be a Dubai, I mean, it's United Arab Emirates coin, actually. Okay, so that's a thing. So give me a sec. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so this is about supervised learning. So then we're going to talk about unsupervised learning. Okay, so unsupervised is nothing but we remove feature in it. I mean, so sorry, not feature. So we remove labels in it. We will be having a features. So like unsupervised learning is nothing but learning with no label data. I mean, if you have a data, if it doesn't have any label, so label can be also called something like this. Let's imagine I have a picture of a cat. Okay, so obviously this is not a cat. Don't worry. So let's imagine this is a picture, and I have a let's imagine I have a CSV file, additional CSV file, where I represent this picture is actually a cat. So this is one way of representing. You have an image, you have a label also. You have a bunch of images. To that bunch of images, to represent what you have in that image, you have a labels as a text file. So that is a one example. But in unsupervised learning, there won't be any labels. Okay. So but how the machine learning is really performed? So something like this. Let's take cricket. Who loves cricket? Everyone, obviously. We really miss IPL, obviously, like we missed, obviously, like due to this COVID. Yeah, but we will remove that. Let's go back to the session. So like, let's take a cricket as a good example. I have a cluster. I have a x-axis and y-axis. So I have a cluster of data, bowlers and batsmen. So I have wickets and runs. So based on number of wickets, I can found who is a bowler. I can found who is a bowler based on runs. I can found who is a batsman. That's how the things work. So no need much more deeper understanding right now. So we'll do that later. So one more technique is called reinforcement learning. What is this reinforcement learning is really about is nothing but, so let's imagine. So we have our machine. This is a machine, a dumb machine. What we have, where we're going to teach a data. Okay. So let's imagine I'm trying to teach all the pet animals ka data: cat, dog, cow, lion. Okay, lion is not a pet animal. Forget about that. So I'm going to teach all this animals ka data, and so then once it has learned, okay, I'm going to give an exam for that annual exam. Finally, I'm going to exam that machine whether that guy has learned properly or not. So I'm going to test that machine by passing a picture of a cat, but this guy is going to fail because he made a prediction saying it's a dog, but I passed a picture of a cat. So then what happens in a reinforcement learning? I give a negative feedback basically to that machine saying that, dude, this is not a dog, it's a cat actually. So basically reinforcement learning actually works with a technique called rewards. Basically, if it is learned something really good, we give something a prize as a reward, okay, actually. So and again a negative feedback too. And after giving a negative feedback, it's supposed to learn from it. And once it has learned, I'm going to make a predictions, and it's going to make a proper result. It's going to give a proper result saying it's a cat. Obviously, this is how reinforcement really works. And so there can be a different use cases in all this scenario: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning. So basically all the use cases in our world, mostly they will be revolving around this particular use case, this techniques only, obviously. Yeah, so this is about the things. There are like a lot of use cases I can still discuss: fraud detection, email detection, image classification, when it comes to supervised, unsupervised learning, face recognition, any big data related use cases can be still done on this. So reinforcement learning just goes much on gaming, robotics, all those stuff. Yeah. So the 7 steps in machine learning. Let's imagine today we are talking about AWS machine learning specialty. If you have any data scientist or any machine learning engineers already, I want to tell you there is a missing step. I mean, if you don't know what is really happening in a cloud, there is one missing step. We'll discuss that one. The 7 steps of machine learning, basically, if you see, first we will start from gathering a data. We need a data, right? Then we prepare a data. That's what I'm talking about: cleaning all the data, remove all the garbage. Then we choose a model. I mean, basically we choose a model that we have to create. Then I mean, it may be a machine or maybe type of mathematical model. Then we train a machine. So everything is good. We train a machine. Evaluation. So everything is good. So machine has learned enough. I want to test that machine. Is that good or not? So for that, do evaluation. Then we do tuning. I mean, what will happen in case if you are a parent, if your kid has if failed in a particular examination, what you will do? You will you will send your kid to extra tuitioning, right? It's nothing but tuning. It's the same concept. We do hyper tuning if machine fails here. So then we do predictions, but there is a missing step here. 7 steps is not the end here. But in case if you're a data scientist, but there is one missing step I want to tell you later. So common algorithms in machine learning: regression, classification, and clustering. Basically, regression is all about so like how it's all about learning how to fit this prediction line here. We'll discuss that one much deeper in the course. So classification is all about classifying a difference between two objects. Let's imagine trying to identify a difference between apple and orange, true or false, male or female, right? So those kind of technology. Clustering is nothing but where you decide a prediction based on clustering the group of similar items in it. So yeah, no need much discussion on that. Okay, we are done with the first thing. The second thing that I want to tell you, why AI and ML on AWS. What is really AWS is really offering for you? Why can't you just learn data scientist? Why can't you learn just Python and learn data scientist not on a cloud? But that's where the concept comes. See, like no one want to, like right now today in today's world right now, like everyone is migrating to the cloud platforms like AWS, Microsoft Azure, all those stuff. But really, why AWS in a first hand? So first of all, you know what is why people are migrating to the cloud platform? Because so let's imagine no company wants to maintain their own assets. Like who want to buy a huge costly servers, huge high-end servers, and you need to buy a server, you need to buy a place, and you need to install that servers, you need to install an air conditioning unit, take care of electricity, take care of software. Like, who want to do that headache? That's why we go with a cloud platform. So like AWS will maintain a hardware, resources, all those stuff, and you just come and pick the server via remote and utilize a service, right? That's where it is. And if you consider the cloud industry is something like this is a data that we got. It's the latest available data from June 30 of 2020. So AWS, so if you see, we have AWS, Azure, Microsoft, Azure, Google Cloud, Alibaba, IBM, all this stuff. So AWS itself, Amazon actually leads in a cloud industry according to this data. So they have almost like 100 billion cloud market. I mean, so around the world, obviously. So the quite good answer here is, the quite forward answer is, Amazon has got literally everything that you want. Okay, let's imagine tomorrow if you want to build a company, tomorrow a company want to migrate to the AWS. AWS got everything. AWS has every IT services that you need to use, like everything that you need: AI, IoT, ML, blockchains, quantum computing, even so databases, every kind of databases, relational, non-relational, every kind of a services that we have inside it. So, and vice versa, directly proportional to this, it's nothing but the opportunities where you have a huge where we have a huge cloud industry, AWS, which is performing very good in the world. Directly proportional to that, you have a huge job opportunities too, obviously. So here is a slide that I used to trying to convey you guys, where I don't have enough slide space to post it. So these are the companies who are really literally running a machine learning in AWS. Machine learning is happening really in AWS, obviously. So there are thousands of like 10,000s of customers really using AI, and really they're running their workloads on AWS, obviously. So a lot of companies, Intel, Samsung, I cannot just keep on mentioning all those customers over here. IBM. IBM is also using AWS for some reasons. So there are a lot of companies that I can keep on mentioning here: TCS, Accenture. A lot of MNC companies are still using AWS, obviously. So this is what we are waiting for. So AWS ML Stack. So AWS has got everything that you need into AI ML. So for example, this is the complete stack of AWS, what AWS is really offering in terms of AI ML. So for example, this can be categorized in this: AI services, ML services, and ML frameworks. So AI services is like a built service. AI services are basically a service that is ready to go to a market. I mean, let's imagine you want to use a chatbot. I mean, if you want to build a chatbot, but you don't have a patience to build everything from a scratch, so you can directly go and pick a chatbot that is available in AWS. So you can configure it to work for any kind of a use case. If do you want to deploy it on Facebook, in your website, any e-commerce platform, you can do it. So for that, you can use Amazon Lex, which is actually a chatbot service. So there are different varieties of things. So for example, Amazon Recognition, I will give a demo on Amazon Recognition. It's really fun to watch. Don't leave the meeting till end of the session. You will enjoy the demo. I will bet you. So Amazon Recognition is an image processing thing. I mean, so anything that you want to do with images, object detection, scene detection, you can do it. Speech related services. Amazon Poly. Do you remember during starting a session, there is a one of my AI friend who is inviting you guys to a meeting. So this is nothing but Amazon Poly, which can able to transfer, which can able to convert a text to speech basic service. Basically, let me also provide a demo on it. So text-based services are there, like Amazon Translation, real-time translation service. Amazon Textract. Amazon Textract is a service where you can simply come and upload a document, so where it can extract all the details in the document. Speech related services, personalization related services, forecasting. Here we have a forecasting. So do you have electricity data already in your hand? Just come to Amazon Forecast. You can do forecast right away if you know how to use Amazon Forecast, obviously. So fraud detection, are you a person who want to work on fraud detection, ATM fraud, credit card fraud? Do you want to deploy a project to your customer? Amazon fraud detection is a place. Code Guru. Code Guru is a service where you can use Code Guru to review. Are you a full stack developer? You don't know whether the program that you have written is correct, proper, efficient? Just come and use Amazon Code Guru. So and Amazon Code Lens. There are different types of services. So AI services, they are really important. So we're going to completely explore AI ML stack in this particular course, and not only AI ML stack and other services like data engineering services, what I'm talking about, data analysis services, all those stuff. So let me provide a course syllabus after this session and in upcoming section. Very important. Very, very, very important. I can put a lot of obviously Amazon SageMaker. So Amazon SageMaker is the tool that you want to really learn if you want to become an expert in machine learning, obviously. Amazon SageMaker is a developer tool where you can do everything in it. I can explain it in the 3 letters: B, T, and D. Build, train, and deploy. This is a missing piece. So in case if you're a data scientist or machine learning engineer already, you know how to build and how to train a machine learning model. But most of the machine learning engineers, they might not have enough knowledge to deploy a machine learning model in a production, actually in a production application. So build is nothing but building a machine learning environment, training your machine, actually feeding the data and make it learning. And deployment is nothing but deploying. Once you deploy your machine learning model, so what happens? Obviously, you can deploy a machine learning model by using SageMaker in a production. So where your users can come and interact with that. I mean, like let's imagine tomorrow you want to build a like a web application, Android application where users can come and interact with that. So SageMaker can really do it, right? So we're going to explore ML SageMaker completely, and ML frameworks and infrastructure. So when it comes to SageMaker itself, it supports 25 plus algorithms. We're going to explore all these algorithms in this particular course, and we're going to do real-time projects. I mean, real-time projects, we're going to take a real-time industrial data, which is available, and we're going to train a model. So 5 industrial projects that we're going to do. And there is a lot of hands-on that we'll be doing. Literally, we'll be doing 30 plus hands-on labs, actually, literally in this particular. This is not just a course that is depending on theory. We believe in hands-on, obviously. So all the ML frameworks, let's imagine TensorFlow, MXNet, PyTorch, Gluon CV, or maybe scikit-learn, Keras. So this ML frameworks are open source ML frameworks. For example, TensorFlow is from Google, MXNet is from Apache. So all these frameworks are literally supported here. And Amazon has something called their own inbuilt algorithms. So inbuilt algorithms are like Amazon own proprietary algorithms. So inbuilt algorithms plus ML frameworks, 25 plus algorithms. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about. This course is just not focused on machine learning. So this course is AWS machine learning specialist. You want to become a specialist, you need to learn other things that that is responsible for doing machine learning. I mean, data engineering and data analysis. We talked about data engineering, putting some engineering on data analysis, analyzing your data. So we're going to explore many different tools in AWS. I didn't mention all the tools, but I will show a curriculum, what all the things we'll be exploring. So starting from Amazon S3. So Amazon S3 is a data repository. This is where we dump all our data. Data, CSV file, images, all the stuff. We dump all our data in S3. Really, Amazon S3 is really powerful. We're going to explore Amazon Kinesis, which is a data streaming service, real-time data streaming service. Like if you have for example, IoT is a best use case. If you have a real-time data that is flowing from billions of sensors in the world right now, you can use Amazon Kinesis to hold such a huge power of data. So Amazon AWS analysis, Glue. We're going to use AWS Glue in case if you want to work on ETL-based jobs. ETLs are nothing but extract, transform, and load. So what do you mean by ETL basically? I mean, let's imagine, so every algorithm, okay, it actually needs a specific format of a data. I mean, we talked about different formats: CSV file, Excel sheet, JSON data, Parquet. There are many different types of formats that you can have a data. I mean, data can be in any different format, but not every algorithm can accept all these formats. So some algorithms may accept JSON, some algorithms may accept CSV files. So you need to convert the data into specific formats. So for that, you can use AWS Glue, where it can able to transform a data from JSON to CSV, CSV to JSON, all this stuff. We're going to talk about Amazon Athena, which is a query tool where you want to analyze the data. Some other tools, QuickSight. So Amazon QuickSight is a powerful tool in case if you are a business analyst, in case if you have any business analyst, if you don't have even a programming experience, I will tell you. So you can simply bring a data, put your data on QuickSight, and it can give insights for you. You can pick any graph you want. Do you want a line graph? Do you want box plots? You can pick it. And it can also, it has a machine learning tools inside where you can give a great insights, obviously. So let's go with challenges in ML and AI. Let's discuss what are the common challenges what we have. So this is a bit higher level, but don't be confused. So the common challenges in AI ML. So obviously label data. I mean, we talked about that label, right? I discussed. So labeling has to be done by you only when you're designing a machine learning. And collecting and preparation of a data. Collecting and preparation, obviously you need to collect the data, you need to prepare it, right? So storing features, checking biases, visualizing notebooks. Pick a algorithm. You need to pick the right algorithm. I'm talking about 25 plus algorithms that we're going to discuss in this particular course. which algorithm is right to pick, which is right to my industry. You are coming from banking, you are coming from medical sector, what has to be picked, right? Training a model, you need to train a machine, you need to tune your machine, right? Then you need to finally deploy a model in real-time production. That itself, it's not enough. Once after deploying it, you need to monitor, I mean, what is really happening. So believe one thing, I mean, just imagine one thing. Once after you deploy a machine learning models, tomorrow millions of customers, users can come and interact with your model. You may get a lot of data in it, so it is necessity to manage and monitor. Obviously, people who don't know how to use a cloud, how to use AWS, they may not know much about how to monitor and manage it. So, and how to implement this pipeline, CI/CD pipelines, obviously on AWS. So, okay. So in order to solve this problems, okay, so this is where we have a SageMaker. We discussed about SageMaker. So SageMaker, as I told you, is a fully managed machine learning service. So we're so this is an exact service for data scientists, or you are a developer where you want to quickly build and you want to train your model and you want to deploy your model in a production application. SageMaker is the right platform for you. Okay. So SageMaker can able to help you with all the challenges that I mentioned. So we're going to explore this SageMaker end to end in this particular course. So for example, this is how the screenshot really looks for a SageMaker. So obviously we'll do that one later, not important. So this is where I want to give some more data. So the typical workflow of creating a machine learning model. So this will be the journey actually for every machine learning engineer. Whatever I taught you guys right now, let me put it in this particular flow chart here. Okay. So where do we start? We start from picking a data, correct? We need to have a data for a specific use case that you are trying to design. So we start where we start from picking our data, right? Fetch, then we clean the data. Obviously, we talked about data engineering. You need to make sure you clean the data, otherwise your machine will become worst tomorrow, right? Once after cleaning, you prepare a data. I mean, preparing is nothing but you make it prepared to feed the data to our machine. Obviously, once you're done with this, obviously then the thing is the data is clear, you will be starting training a model, right? You will start training your machine, and finally in order to evaluate it, we keep a examination for that, a testing. So we do evaluate your model. If everything is clear, you are satisfied with your results, your machine is working properly, so then we take a decision of deploying to production. So that is possible in SageMaker. So we deploy a model to a production. Then obviously, as I told you, deployment is not even enough. We will keep on monitoring the model which is in the production of, obviously, sorry sorry about this. Yeah, then obviously even after, that's what I'm talking about, once you deploy it, millions of customers comes and interact with your model. So there you collect a lot of insights. I mean, you collect millions of data again. What happens? You collect millions of data again, and again what you do, you fetch that data, the millions of data that you got during a prediction, when your users are using. Again, you clean the data, fetch and clean and prepare. Again, you train a model. Again, you deploy it. So what is really happening in here is nothing but, you may ask a question. Okay, I already trained. I already deployed it. Why do I need to retrain it and redeploy it again? So this is where the concept is. See, like I showed a picture of the transformation of human beings. I mean, transformation of a man from a baby to a senior person, right? So the more the data that you learn, you become much better in it, right? That's the same concept. So the more the data you have, your machine will become much more better. So this is the same thing that I've explained here in the block diagrams. So not needed a much time spent. So the common use cases in SageMaker, there are multiple use cases that I cannot literally put all those stuff. But so the famously used use cases, predictive maintenance in manufacturing, automobile, in IoT. Predictive maintenance, nothing but the same concept. What I'm discussing in the electricity bill forecast. I put a lot of sensors on a machine. I collect a lot of data from that machine, and I teach that data to a machine, and machine is going to tell whether a particular asset in the industry, whether it's going to fail or not, right? So forecasting, obviously, who doesn't like forecasting? I talked about electricity bill forecasting, stock market predictions, stock market forecasting, right? So what if you can able to construct a machine learning model and it can able to help you what stock to buy, what stock to sell, right? So that's again a famous use case. Fraud detection, credit card risk predictions, analyzing a data, computer vision, anything that you do with images and videos, right? And automobile, I mean, self-driving cars, a lot of use cases that we can still discuss on SageMaker that you can perform. So if you want to ask me a question, show me a show me the real-time implementation of Amazon machine learning in a scale. So this is a great example. Obviously, if you see 4,000 products per minute sold on Amazon.com, I'm just talking about .com, not Amazon.in, blah, blah, blah. I'm just talking about 4,000 products that is being sold. Just think about the amount of innovation, the amount of data that comes in there, the reviews that customer put, right? So, and suggestions. Amazon do a lot of suggestions, right? The people who bought this product also bought this. The people who reviewed this product also bought this, right? There are a lot of innovations really going on. So 1.6 million packages every day. So amount of innovation that is going on in packaging, especially the great applications are machine learning is going on. Billions of Amazon Alexa interactions each week. You can like billions of people are really like billions of data interactions happening. Amazon, can you sing me a song? Amazon, can you like tell me some jokes? Amazon, can you book me a meeting? Like a lot of stuff. And obviously the first prime air delivery on so this is the old data, but if you see literally Amazon has started delivering delivering the packages via drones already, right? So there's a lot of innovation, obviously. So this is what I'm talking about. Amazon has 16 plus built-in algorithms. In this particular course, we're going to explore all this algorithm, which is specific to many different types of technologies, classification, working with text, regression, computer vision. We're going to explore each and every algorithm, and we're going to perform a real-time project on top of it. So yeah. And obviously, we talked about machine learning frameworks. We're going to do a real-time project on TensorFlow and other frameworks too. So this is just a small data that you need to understand the trend in algorithms. This is the open source ML frameworks. Till date, obviously TensorFlow and Keras is doing a great job. So obviously TensorFlow, if you see TensorFlow is actually maintained by Google. Google, but still the truth is, even if it is from Google, most amount of the machine learning workloads on TensorFlow is running on Amazon. That's a reality. So yeah, so it is actually really matters because TensorFlow supports all the many different use cases still it can support. So, and using TensorFlow is much more easier than other algorithms. That's why. So finally, we go for discuss about the job opportunities, and before we going for a demo, don't leave the meeting. The demo is yet to come. It's going to be fun. So job opportunities related to AWS machine learning. So as I told you, so one truth here. So we talked about AWS. We talked about the opportunities. What is cloud? All those stuff. And AI ML is really booming. And if you see, as of right now, till date right now, till 23rd 5th May 2022 2021, so till date machine learning jobs, AI jobs, so those are the high paid jobs in the world right now. So those are the high paid jobs in the world right now. So here are some quick slides which actually validates the opportunity in a world. So Rishi, yeah, I will answer all your questions. I will spend unlimited time for you in case if you answer. So let us just finish your session. Mark your questions. You can unmute your mic. You can talk to me after this session. So this is the job trend right now. So till like you can see the boom started literally from 2009. And so, oh my God, it's keep on growing. So the huge job vacancies are available in the world right now. So here I have a quick slides which actually represents the different job opportunities in many different states in India and in US and UK also. So you can see, so there are varieties of jobs, and especially, let me tell you the few important stuff here. Okay, so let's imagine let's imagine there are two people who are going for an interview. One person who is good at data science, yes, but he don't have much knowledge in a cloud. But one person who has a knowledge in a cloud, but he has the certification program called AWS Machine Learning Specialty. So what do you think? Who will be given a priority? A person who knows just a data science, but he don't know how to use cloud and how to deploy a model on a cloud? Yes, obviously a person who has the certification program, AWS Machine Learning Specialty. So AWS Machine Learning Specialty is a certification program. It's a name. It's called AWS Machine Learning Specialty. But the thing is, it's a data science course, including AWS. We're going to learn a lot of services on AWS, and we're going to learn data science. So that's a concept. So the huge job vacancies are available right now, so you can quickly go and grab it. So only thing is what you need to do, like just make sure you learn the stuff on AWS. I mean, just become a expert in it, do a lot of practice, maintain your profile. Obviously, who is not going to give a job? Obviously, job will come and knock your door. Obviously, sorry. So obviously, the job trend is really it's in peak in US, India, and UK as of right now. So this really the I mean, I can keep on mentioning a lot of countries obviously, because at this particular crisis time, so innovations are really growing, so the job opportunities are really higher. So the US has really the job trend which is going on, say especially in India. 1,000+ machine learning jobs in India which is available according to Naukri. Yeah, so the lot of data it is coming on. So this is the slide that I want to show finally in terms of job, just to validate the higher salary ranges comparing with the companies who hire like Amazon or maybe Accenture or GE or Intel. So this is the minimum range of a salary. This is in INR, so don't worry. So obviously you can convert into USD in case if you're joining from different country. So 5,000K, that's a minimum salary, and the mid-level of salary, the average range is 1,500K per annum, and the maximum 7,000K per annum. So this is the quick validation saying, so machine learning is in the peak right now. Okay, so it's time to have some fun now. So let me give some quick demos right now on AWS. Let me give a taste of machine learning on AWS. Okay, so let us have some taste on machine learning. So let me share my screen. So here we have our AWS console. I hope you can see my screen. So once after you registering to this course, we will help you to create account. Don't worry about it. You can create a free trial account. AWS is going to give a 1-year free trial. So let me quickly go to Amazon Recognition, what I'm talking about. Amazon Recognition, as I told you, it's an image recognition service. Okay. Here we go. So anything that you want to do related to images, videos that you can do, but you can try it here. So Amazon Recognition can able to support all these services like object and scene detection, image moderation, all this stuff. The first thing that we're going to see is object and scene detection. So object and scene detection. The scene is nothing but it representing a scene in the image, and objects, the multiple objects in that particular image. So here I have a picture of an urban location, and you can see there's a random guy who is just skating in the road. Okay, that looks beautiful. Okay, but let me move my cursor. You can see the prediction that has been made by machine. If I move my cursor, you can see it tells it's a car. Oh, it can predict a wheel. Yes, it's a wheel. So it can able to make a predictions. It can able to tell you what is actually it's happening in the image. What are the objects in the image? I can move my cursor. It tells it's a skateboard person, right? And you can see towards the right side, you can see the results in probability in percentage. So it tells car 98.8%. It means nothing but, so the machine is sure 98.8%. The machine is sure there is a car in an image. Automobiles, obviously it represents cars. Vehicles represents cars. Transportation, it represents cars obviously. Person, human, pedestrian, skateboard. See, 94.3%. Yeah, there is a skateboard. Obviously, that's true, right? Sports, road, wheels, machine, path, downtown. So these are all the possible output labels what machine has predicted. Okay. So here, let me upload a picture from my PC. Let's see how really machine learning is happening. Okay. So let me try to pick a picture in my PC. Okay, so we have a Prime Minister of India, but let me go and pick some picture in my database where I can found. It's a bad thing. I couldn't. It's very difficult to pick image quickly. Okay, that's good. So let me pick a picture here. So I'm trying to upload a picture of our offline workshop that we do in our Bangalore. So we do some offline workshops also. Here I uploaded a picture where people are like very interestedly learning AWS machine learning. I can see the people's laptops also. But let's see what machine has predicted. If I move my cursor. Oh, good. It can able to make a prediction. It tells it's a person. If I move my cursor to near my laptop, it tells it's a computer keypad. How does a machine knows this? Yes, that's what the machine learning is. So then it can also tell clearly it's a laptop. It's a laptop, computer keypad, person. See how beautiful it is. This is how the machine learning works. But by using SageMaker, you can design literally end to end. So this is just a AI service. Okay. So let me give one more demo, phase analysis. So phase analysis. So phase analysis is all about face recognition. This might be a similar application that might be running in your phone, obviously. You can see a beautiful lady who she is actually driving a car, and it can able to identify a phase. And let's see what is the predictions. Looks like a phase 99.9%, appears to be female 99.3%. So yes, she's a female. Age range, check out the age range. It tells 21 to 33 years old. It makes sense, right? Smiling, appears to be happy, wearing glasses, eyes are open. How can a machine tell the eyes are open? Our eyes are closed. Obviously, considering a situation, she might be opening her eyes, obviously not closing. So let me toggle a picture. And you can see, let me toggle here. I can toggle my picture. Let me pick a baby. You can see looks like a face, appears to be female. Even she's a kid. A machine can able to identify clearly it's a female. Oh my God, check out the age range. If 5 to 15 years old. Makes sense, right? So this is about face recognition. Let me give a final demo here on this thing. There are a lot of things I cannot keep on giving a demo because we don't have sufficient time. I love to. If you can able to spend more time, I'm happy to provide you a demo. But let me crisp my demo here for a quick thing. Okay, here is a car, and there is a number plate where I extracted a number plate. You can see a number plate of that car is being fetched. And in case if you're joining from US, okay, you might be a part of Amazon recognition. I will tell you how. So US government is using Amazon recognition. If you Google it, you'll find the answer. Amazon recognition is being used for face recognition in US. So they are trying to integrate, I guess, with all the CCTVs they have in their home. I mean, like if you see in Hollywood movies or maybe Bollywood or Kollywood, everyone love movies, especially if you see in this action movies. In order to identify some thief, a terrorist, or whoever it is, they used to run the terrorist ka photo with image recognition software what they have to find a matching face, right? So that's the same exact application what US is using for Amazon recognition. Okay, so let me provide one more demo and let me go with some other course details that I can provide. So let me provide a final demo on Amazon Lex, which is actually a chatbot. So here I have built a chatbot for a flower shop. Okay, so let's imagine you want to buy a flower shop. Sorry, you want to buy a flower from a flower shop from online. Okay, so how can we do that? Okay, so let me just shift my location. So let's imagine you want to buy some roses, you want to buy some different varieties of flowers. So how do you buy it? So by using e-commerce platform where they have a chatbot. So here I have a chatbot that I built. Spoiler alert, there is no human being sitting next to me, but we have a chatbot who is actually sitting next to me. So let's imagine this is a chatbot what I have. So I can able to interact with this chatbot either by a voice or a text. Okay, so I can able to interact with this chat. Let me go with the audio. So I would like to buy some flowers. I am inputting audio.
I didn't understand you. What would you like to do?
Okay, that's good. So let me repeat it once again. I want to buy flowers.
What type of flowers would you like to order?
So probably you might have heard it. So it tells, it replays to me. If I input audio, I will get an audio. It tells what type of flowers would you like to order. So let me tell roses. Let me tell rose. So it tells we don't have roses. Now there is no audio. So we don't have roses. Would you like to order a different types of flowers? Most of our flowers are roses. Okay, it's a singular. Let me make it plural. ROSES. Okay. So what day do you want to pick the roses actually? So it is asking me the date. Let me tell, okay, 2021, iPhone 05, iPhone 24, tomorrow. So otherwise I can just also mention a text call tomorrow, that will also work. So at what time tomorrow? Let me tell 10 a.m. Let me tell 9 a.m. It tells, okay, our business hours from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay, that's good. So let me tell 10 a.m. Okay, your roses would be ready to pick that 10 a.m. tomorrow. It costs $25. Okay, is that sound? That's good. So this is a chatbot, literally, which is a chatbot that I built, which is actually interacting with me, where I don't a human being, where I don't want human being sitting next to me. So it can able to reduce a lot of our work, right? So these chatbots are really ruling our world right now. So okay. So let me give further demos after this session in case if you're really interested to spend some time. Okay. So let me give some quick introduction about let me display a course curriculum that we have for this particular course where you can try to understand. So AWS machine learning specialty, that's a certification course that we are talking about. It's going to start from 29th of May. I mean the next weekend. The time is very less. Obviously, we are closing our registration very soon. We have very limited seats right now. So let me give our insights regarding a date right now. So these are the dates. It's going to start from 29th of May and it's going to end of 20th of June. So every weekend, Saturday, Sunday. So only on Saturday, Sunday, we're going to have this course. So the timing is 4 hours per day. So this time is represented in IST 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. I will display the time in time standards. Give me a sec. Okay, so this is the course details. So the way that we have designed this particular course, right, it's really interesting because so we are not starting, this is not a course for the people's already masters in machine learning. It's not the course for them, obviously. So let's imagine this is a course for the people who want to, even if you are a imagine even if you're good at machine learning, but the thing is, if you don't know what is AWS is, you don't know how to deploy and models in AWS, how to construct a machine learning models from a cloud. So this is a right course for you. And are you a beginner? I mean, are you a existing student? Are you a passed out student? Working professional? And this is the course for you. So we are starting from basics. So the only extra part that we have added in this particular course is basics. I mean, so it is actually mandatory for you guys to get started with the basics. I mean, getting started with the basics doesn't mean that I'm going to teach a Python for you, because this course is not motivated to teach a Python completely for you, because Python learning complete Python is may not be necessary, because it's not a Python course, it's a machine learning course. So but we will help you to get started with Python. So we will be doing a lot of hands-on, that I am telling 30 plus hands-on labs, just it will be performed here. So getting started with Python basics. So especially in order to give more insights on basics, we give a lot of practice materials that you can still go and practice to get to be a better stand on basics, obviously. So statistics and probabilities, this is what I'm talking about. So statistics and probability, knowing that is very important. So wherever I mentioned hands-on, so we're going to perform a hands-on labs over there. So it's very important. And data engineering. So as I told you, data engineering is very important. We're going to do a lot of hands-on labs in it. So after once we are done with basics, this is where we're going to start from AWS, data engineering AWS. So this is what I'm talking about. This is where we're going to learn a lot of tools in AWS, starting from Amazon S3. As I told you, we're going to completely explore Amazon S3. Then we discussed about Glue. We're going to completely explore Amazon Glue, where we can perform ETL jobs. Kinesis, that's what I'm talking about. So real-time data streaming services, we're going to completely explore Kinesis and other services which is important, like databases, different types of platforms. So data analysis, when it comes to data analysis, what are the different types of tools which is available for analyzing a data? So preparing your data, how to prepare a data, and how can we use Amazon Athena to analyze the data. So QuickSight, we discussed about it, how to use QuickSight. So doing an hands-on. So then we're going to take a look of Hadoop framework on AWS. In case if you don't know what is Hadoop, no worries, we will learn it during a session. Hadoop framework, which is available in AWS, it's called EMR, it's called Elastic MapReduce. We're going to do a hands-on on it too. So once we are done with it, this is where we will be getting started with modeling in AWS. So this is where we're going to learn much into deep learning, the deep learning basics, especially what is this neural networks, what we discussed, different categories of neural networks, convolutional neural network, recurrent neural network. There are many things. We're going to learn all those concepts. Artificial intelligence in AWS. So the AI services that I'm giving a demo, we're going to learn all this. We're going to explore all these AI services. There are a lot of AI services. We're going to do an hands-on on specific AI services, obviously. And finally, here is our guide. Amazon machine learning using Amazon SageMaker. So this is where very important. We're going to spend majority of our time, most of our time in Amazon SageMaker. We're going to explore Amazon SageMaker in deep. So where we can do B, T, and D, build, train, and deploy. Okay. So we're going to see how to use Amazon S3 along with SageMaker, and especially as I'm talking about inbuilt algorithms. We're going to explore all these inbuilt algorithms and specific inbuilt algorithms. We're going to do a real-time project on it. So during a session, we're going to do real-time project on it, and I'm going to share resource materials for all these algorithms. Even if you're interested to perform a real-time, the project on it, I will share the resources where you can still practice on it. Those are the practice materials that you can still practice. So model monitoring and tuning. So we talked about model tuning is very important. To talk about deployment. So deploying a model is very important, because this is the missing piece for any data scientist if you are. So we're going to deploy a model, and we're going to see what can you do after deployment. We're going to learn about all these advanced concepts called NEO, which comes under edge computing. And obviously ML frameworks like Apache, Spark, TensorFlow, MXNet. We're going to do a real-time project on TensorFlow. Ground truth is again a topic. We'll discuss that one during a session. And finally, we will be ending our course in monitoring and watching. So monitoring and watching is very important, as we discussed that the cycle, typical the workflow of a machine learning. So we're going to use services like CloudWatch, CloudWatch or CloudTrail to do basically monitoring actually. And finally, Amazon SDK. So this is where you can learn how to use Amazon SDK to construct your own applications. Tomorrow your users are going to interact with your machine learning model, right? So how to construct a application, client application, so those things. Okay, so this is the complete curriculum. I will share the curriculum informations later. Some other, before going with some questions, so let me give a timing understanding. So like for IST it is 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. For BST it's going to be 8:30 to 12:30 p.m. Sorry, 8:80 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. So for SGT is going to be 3:30 p.m. to 7:30. For GMT it's 7:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. So what is, so who can be, who this particular certification is for whom actually? So this specialty certification is intended for individuals who performs a development or a data science role. I mean, so if you want to become a data, you want to be in a data science role, all this stuff, yes. So where it validates a candidate's ability to design, implement, deploy, and maintain a machine learning model, everything. So the machine learning, the missing piece is a deployment and maintaining a machine learning model. So that's where the missing piece, if you are a machine learning engineer already. So these are the weight of this particular course. Data engineering concepts will be 20%, data exploratory data analysis 24%, modeling 36%, machine learning implementation and operation 20%. Okay, so like you can, so there are two categories of peoples where we usually get. One is people who want to do this certification program, so where you want to get started with a cloud, where you want to get an opportunity in a cloud machine learning especially. And people also do this for examination. You can also give an examination and you can get a certificate from AWS, the certificate that I showed you. So like, so we give two of insights during a particular certification. I mean, we give a lot of insights related to the job, helping you to make sure like what kind of topics. Let's imagine tomorrow you may go for a job in a banking sector, you may go with a job for a medical sector. So what kind of algorithm is really important, what kind of questions you may raise, you may get an interview, right? So that's a one kind of insight. And again, in order to get prepared for your exam, we give a lot of quiz. I mean, we give a quiz competition where you can write exams. Shravan, I will help you. I will open up the question hours. You can talk to me. Give me a sec. Sorry about that. So, and a lot of sample questions also for this exam if you want to clear. So let me also give. So we're going to focus on Python in this particular course. Obviously, as part of a Python, we're going to give a basics. We're going to refreshing a basics, because you can get started with machine learning in many different languages, Python, R, JavaScript, even C++ even. But Python is a hugely used workload. Obviously, we're going to get started with a Python here. So, and so one thing which is found interesting where I want to tell you guys. So like if you're still not thinking about machine learning, if you're still not thinking about machine learning, if you're still like postponing things or thinking, okay, let me do it after 1 or 2 years, but this is a real situation. If you see the one innovation which is just replaced in just 10 years, okay, the cameraman and a pilot were replaced in just 10 years, 2019 to 2019. So this particular industry completely taken care by our drones actually. If you see, the transformation happens very soon. Don't wait for such a huge time. And this is the right time to get started with the machine learning, where it is in a peak actually. So this course, as I told you, which includes 30 plus hands-on experience, real-time industrial projects, dedicated mentoring. So this particular course is going to be a duration of 32 hours to 38 hours. I really don't worry about the time. So what we worry about, obviously we do a lot of hands-on based on the requests that we get during our course, and we give a lot of assignments too, where even after the course, where you can still go and do a lot of practice during your days. Okay, so the price structure, obviously it is not a free course because it's a completely a professional course. There's a lot of work is going, a lot of people are working in the background. This is a paid course. Okay, so like this is the pricing. So I will also show a pricing in USD in next slide. So we have a two kinds of prices. Okay, so if and I want to quickly validate. So you might be thinking why the pricing is really less. For the people who are thinking like, okay, the price is really huge, I'm betting you that the price is not. The price is even not a standard price, because we are not a training based company. We don't want to become a training based company here. So we want to, like, we are focusing on a product because Amazon is supporting us in developing our products. We do these courses for very affordable prices. So I will show the exact price. I will compare the exact price in few websites where they charge the higher amount for the people. Okay, so we have two kinds of tickets. One is an individual ticket. In case if you're joining as an individual, so you can just pay 10,000 rupees per person. You'll get all the accesses, like you will be having an access to recordings, community support. I mean, like we'll be like once after the course, you'll be added into our community. I mean, you can talk to us anytime. We can help. We can be a mentor for you anytime. So if you have any questions, doubts, like if you want to prepare a resume, you have some bugs in your code, so those kind of community support. Access to webinars means nothing, but we do a lot of webinars. Obviously, AWS innovates each and every day. Each and every month, you may have a new technology related to AI, ML will be introduced. So we do a lot of webinars like that. You can attend it. Obviously, hands-on guides. I mean, a lot of materials will be provided. So, and you can also buy a group ticket in case if you want to, like, if you have a friend, it's a group of two people's ticket. If you have a friend where he can join along with you, you can go with a group ticket also. So for a group ticket, we are just giving some 10% discount, but it's not going to add much difference. But just to encourage people, 10% discount, and we give $50 AWS credits for free if you buy a group ticket. So this credits can be used to use AWS unlimitedly within $50. You can do a lot of practice. But still, people who buy individual ticket can also win the credits. So during a quiz, we give some competition, and so we give away some credits. Okay. So if you want to see the pricing in a USD, this is how it looks, $138. So it's very, very affordable. Let me validate this. Okay. So if you believe the pricing is higher, for the people who believe it's higher, it's not actually. So this is the actual price that you can simply find if you Google it. If you Google it, you will find this price. And so for just a 2 day, for the just 2 days or 3 days session, so obviously 2 days or 3 days, you cannot complete this course. Obviously, you need some timing to complete it. So this is in pounds. You can see it is almost, if you want a numbers in INR, the actual price, it will go from 50,000 rupees to 70,000 rupees. This is not what we want to do. So because this is the price where we want to keep it, just a 10,000 rupees per person. So, and let me finally complete with why do you need to really consider Citron Technologies? So why this company can able to serve you? So as I told you, we work with manufacturing industry. We provide AI ML solutions. We worked with customers. We know how to build the models, and we know the pain in creating it. So that's our one thing. And so we are a company. One second. Yeah. So we are a company which is supported by Department of Science and Technology India, because we are incubated in PSG Step Coimbatore. We are supported by Nidhi EIR because we receive some funds from a government. So we've won some credits basically from a government. So where we work on our products. Obviously, some of the awards that we received as a FKCCI Bangalore as a Best Startup Award in 2018, and Living Talent Dubai finalist, and Hilti International Competition. We are a part of AWS Activate program where AWS support us. AWS also gives some funds for us to develop products, and we also developed a couple of innovations, and we participate in a couple of innovation competitions like Reliance Unlimited competitions. So these are the things where you really need to care about our things. And this is not a first course or webinar that we do. We are doing it for almost 3 years, and people who like us, and they give away like a lot of good feedbacks that you can find. So this is the latest workshop that we did just a month ago. I mean, just 3 weeks ago, we just done with a workshop, 2 days workshop. So yeah, people really like us. There's no doubt about it. And some of our picks from our offline workshops from Bangalore. So this is all about it. So now I'm open for all your questions. Just throw away all your questions. Just unmute your mic, and you can ask me any questions that you have. So yeah, so I can also fulfill your things. You can unmute your mic and you can talk to me. Yeah. So for the most of the peoples who might not have access to a chat window, no problem. So I can share. You can make sure you unmute your mic. You can talk to me. If you have a question, go ahead, please. Okay. So you can take a quick screenshot if it is needed. So I have already posted a links in the chat window in case if you don't have an access. So I am posting a 3 links. The first link in the chat window, it's a registration link, and second link is actually where you can download a course curriculum, and third link, as we promised, you can download the free ebooks as we promised. I will also copy paste a link in my screen. You can also take a quick screenshot if it is needed. Go ahead. You can just type this link for the people who don't have an access to chat. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Yes, I'm open for questions. So you can raise your question. You can raise your hand so I can help you. Yeah, to go ahead. Yeah. Yes.
Hi.
If you have a yeah.
If someone skips or someone is unable to attend one of the class, it's
Sriram, 1 second. Can you speak a bit louder?
yeah. Is it
Yeah.
audible now?
Yes, you are audible now. Yes.
My question is, if someone is not able to attend one class for whatever reason, or if he skips one class or some of classes, will there be any recording sessions available to catch up before the next weekend session?
So as I told you, yes, we will be sharing the recording. So we will be sharing a recording. You will be having an access to recording. So I mean, Saturday, Sunday, we'll be having a session, and we will make sure on Monday itself you will be having an access to recording. And obviously, yes, within that week, in upcoming week, you can call us anytime if you have any doubts or if you need any mentoring during that session. Yes, that will be provided. Recordings will be provided. Yes. Yeah, recordings will be provided. So yeah, I hope I answered your question. So let me know if you have any other things, any.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
I guess there's a lot of background noise. Okay, yes. Yeah, so now you can probably try to talk. I guess you need to unmute your mic. I guess your mic has been muted. I guess Sitaram has raised the question.
Yeah, so can you
Yes,
hear me?
yes. Yes, I can hear you now. Yes, yes. Go ahead.
Okay, I wanted to confirm the 32 hours for the total duration of the program. How is that going to be carried on? And is that from start to finish up to the certification?
Okay, so like if I have to understand your question properly, I mean, so you are talking about the timing of this course. So the timing is something like this. I mean, the course is going to be starting from 29th of May till 20th of June. Every Saturday, Sunday, we're going to have a 4-hour session. It's a 4-hour session per day. So 4-hour session where we'll be going to do a combination of hands-on plus theory. I mean, so we'll be doing a lot of hands-on by sharing the screen. So whatever I do on my screen, so you'll be replicating on your screen. So yes, I hope I answered your question. If I didn't answer you, please repeat it. So let me try to answer it once again. Yes.
Okay, that is clear. It's answered.
Thank you. Okay. And we have Sitaram has raised the question. So hand, you can answer. Yeah. So I'm ready to answer you. So you can just unmute your mic. You can talk. Yeah.
Yeah, I got my answer. Thank
you. Okay. Thank you then. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So here I have mentioned some questions. Yeah, so you need to attend all the sessions. Obviously, we have almost 8 sessions, so it is mandatory to attend all the 8 sessions. Obviously, then only you will learn this. And obviously, the participation certificate will be given by Citron Technologies. There is no doubt about it. So yeah, as I told you, other opportunities like you can be connected with our community, obviously. Opportunities for students in case if any students are joining, you can also apply for an internship with our company. I mean, as I told you, we are working on a product. You can also work for a 1 month of internship. So where we put you in a small project where you can try to solve the problems over there. So what are the prerequisites? So for example, anyone from science and engineering background, they can attend this. So in case if you have a minimal programming experience, that is might be so much sufficient. I mean, if you're good at, let's imagine C, Java, or a very basic Python experience, that would be more enough for you to get started with this course. Yeah. Course is also designed to, yeah, this course is also designed to get started for a fresher. Even a fresher can get started, so because that's where we are helping you guys to get started with the basics also, where we provide a lot of materials where you can still be better in basics. Okay. So and are we covering projects, I mean implementation real-time industrial projects? Yes, as a part of SageMaker. So we're going to construct this 5 hands-on real-time projects, and as part of implementing the complete pipeline, there is some IoT use case that we're going to work on. Yes. So yeah, let me know if you have any other questions other than this. I can still help you guys. Yeah. So please, yeah, go ahead, Hemant. Yes, yeah, please. You can unmute your mic. You can.
Hello, sir. I'm a student currently, and I own a Amazon Web Services account, but it is just a free tier account. So, whatever will be taught in the session, will I be able to perform all the experiments or hands-on stuff on the free tier account?
Exactly, that's correct. Thank you for asking that question. So Hemant, yes. So almost like once you create a AWS account, AWS provides 1 year free trial. You can use AWS for free for next 1 year. So you need to understand one thing: free trial means doesn't mean it is an unlimited service. It has some limitations. So almost like 80 percentage to 90 percentage of a time, we will be using resources. We will be using resources within that free trial only. So maybe in a worst case scenario, you may get a bill, don't have right. You may get 100 rupees or 200 rupees bill. And as a beginner, if you are we can able to clear that bills even like I have seen like people's okay. So when they are attending our workshop, they didn't stop the services after when they're using it. They may get this bill like 100 rupees and 200 rupees. Even Amazon can able to help you clearing that. So let's imagine like you are a student, you are a beginner. You can tell okay, you can just help me to clear it. So in a worst case scenario, even if you're getting a bill, that can be resolvable. That can be resolved. So but most of the scenarios we will be utilizing a free trial only. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Then we have Amar. Yeah, you can unmute your mic.
Hi, I have one question. You mentioned five real-time projects were going to be complete in this during this training. So,
Yes.
is this trainings we are starting from scratch, or we are going to use AWS services and doing that activity? We have SageMaker where we can do BTB. So we are starting the
Yes.
scratch project from scratch.
Yes. Exactly correct. Exactly correct. So we're going to start all these 5 projects from a scratch, starting from let's imagine taking a data, writing a code, training a model, and deploying it. All these things from a scratch. Yes.
I have adding to that. Are we going to out of these 5 projects, all 5 projects related to ML, or do we have an opportunity for DL also, deep learning?
Yes, it's a combination of both. So especially by using TensorFlow, we're going to do a deep learning application. And we talked about supervised learning, unsupervised learning. So we'll make sure we cover supervised learning, unsupervised learning in all the different 5 projects that we do. Yes, especially on TensorFlow, it's going to be on deep learning, the particular use case. It's a combination of all. Yes. Yeah. Yes, Amar. So if you have any
Thank
other
you.
questions,
No,
yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Yeah, then we have Guru. Yes, Guru, you can ask your questions if you have. Uh,
Hi, Sharat. I have one question. What kind
yes,
of
Guru.
particular application with certification?
I'm really sorry, Guru. Like I didn't get your words. Can you repeat it if you don't mind once again?
Hi,
Hello.
Sharat. Are
Yeah.
you audible?
Yes. Yeah. You are audible. Yes. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, fine. What kind of roles are you gonna expect? I mean, after the notification course.
Means what are the? I mean, so are you asking this question? So what are the expectations after completing a course? If I'm not wrong, is that a question that you're asking? So because I can see like I had your audio is not clear. So let me do one thing. Let me shift my things to my headphone because I have external speaker where I'm listening to. One second. Okay. I'm really sorry, Guru. So can you ask you a question once again? So I just shifted to my headphone. Let me see. At least it is clear now.
Oh, yes, it's right. What kind of roles are you gonna expect after finishing this certification? I mean, like at data engineering, AWS, or something like this. Could you please help me out?
I'm really sorry. Like I just still didn't get the question. So are you talking about is this course inclusion? Otherwise, I can do like one thing. We can take this offline if it is not clear. So you can call me quickly to this number 9408763997. So I will look forward for your call. So I'm hoping like your audio is not clear. So I heard about 3 words: data engineering and data science, but nothing much. I mean, not much is cleared for me. So I can able to help you. We can have a offline call. You can call me to this number if you don't mind. So yeah. So okay. Okay. So Amars, too, if you have a question, so you can ask me. Yeah.
No, I cleared it. Thank you.
Thank you. So if anyone has questions, I can spend few more minutes to help you guys to resolve the questions, please. Yeah.
So what is the duration of the course?
So the duration of the courses, it's a 32 hours to 38 hours. So usually the 32 at least 32 hours it will be covered. So maximum, see, like it may go beyond. So because we really don't want to worry about the time because it's about the things that we want to deliver. So because so last time, so when we're doing the course based on the request, we made some implementations in pipeline. I mean, we introduced some new projects. So those things might happen. So that probably we are trying to cover within 32 to 38 hours. Yes. Yeah. So please let me know if you have any other questions. You can just raise your hand. So the people who want to connect with me and offline, you can also contact me in this number and you can also email me. So we'll be sharing the registration links and the recordings of this webinar also via email. So you can also watch and you can proceed with that. So in case if you couldn't download the what to tell, like the registration details or maybe course curriculum, free ebooks, we will email you. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, I guess so someone is talking. Yes, so maybe you can mention your name and you can talk, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Kumar here.
Hi, Kumar. Yes.
Thanks for arranging this. It was a nice presentation by you.
Thank you.
What is the prerequisite, say, for a student to join this course? Do you expect he should have a Python programming language or JavaScript and some web-based knowledge?
Okay.
And some, yeah.
Okay, so the thing is, the prerequisite is like, let's imagine anyone from science and engineering background, and in case if you are from IT, or let's imagine from electronics, engineering or electrical, so you can attend this course. The prerequisite is when it comes to programming language, as you said, so not much. So like if you have some basics on any programming language, let's imagine if you know Python, so you are very much suitable. Yes, you can join the course. So. And let's imagine if you don't have much knowledge on Python, so we will help you to get refreshed on Python. So, but we won't. This course is not focused on teaching a Python. So this is not a Python course. This is a course for machine learning. So, but if you have some basics, so you are, yes, you can pull the things up. Obviously, we will make sure we'll share a lot of materials in order to you to become good at the basics of Python, especially if you're not good at Python. So yes, this is a one thing. And if you're asking me, is there any prerequisites to get started with AWS? No, you don't want to be. So because this is the course where you also getting started with AWS. So I mean, so you don't want to have such a huge programming experience to start with AWS. I mean, using data stores like S3 or using Kinesis even. So you don't want to have our Amazon Glue. It is not needed much programming experience. So if you have a basics of Python, it's very much welcomed. Or if you don't have Python basics, or if you're good at C, JavaScript or something, yes, obviously you can keep up the logic. You can still work on the logics. Yeah, that's a. So I can see. Yeah.
Thank you. What I understood is you are targeting student.
Yes.
Are you will you be accommodating course instructor if they wants to learn, and in turn they wanted to encourage or teach their students? So will you be accommodating course instructor? I mean, faculties. Will it be feasible in this program?
Okay, you mean are you asking faculties to be involved as a mentors?
They will learn it, and then yeah, maybe in next time when you conduct program or something, they can do in your college or institute.
I mean, see, like it's not so because I don't know. I mean, let me put it in this way. So I mean, so obviously, faculties can able to join this because this course also perfectly matches for faculties, because one good reason is if you see the cloud industries like Amazon or Microsoft Azure. So like right now, especially in Indian government, I mean, soon you may expect a cloud, especially AWS as a particular subject in your semester, a part of a semester probably. You may expect that AWS itself as a part of it as a curriculum. So because those things are going to happen very soon, because it's a great opportunity. So when it comes to the opportunity for faculties where it can help you, and see, like we encourage faculties to, yes, attend this particular course, that is good, but we don't care about what like do they want to teach the same course for students. It's not up to, because I don't know, like I can able to answer that, because it's not up to our standards, because we cannot I mean, so we are not responsible, like, because they are teaching, the teachers are teaching for them. So because I don't know how we can be a part of it, but what we take care about that. So because even if their faculties are learning, we make sure they are once after they finishing this course, we make sure they are a specialist in that. So that's where we talk about that one. And as of right now, if that is not a question you are asking, otherwise you are asking, can faculties of a college engineering, can they come and teach a machine learning here? Probably not, because we have mentors already who can able to teach the stuff here as of right now. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for answering question. Thank you.
Yeah. So I will spare a few more minutes in case if you guys have questions still. Yeah. Okay. So let me know if you guys have a question. So you can just quickly raise your hand so I can help you. Yes, Karthik. Yes, Karthik, you can unmute your mic so I can help you.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Karthik. Yes.
Sir, your email ID, your contact number.
Okay. So it's over here. I mean, you can just quickly take a screenshot if you couldn't access
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir, I take note.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you.
And we have Collins. Yeah, you have raised the question. You can talk to me.
Okay. This certification for AWS machine learning specialty, is it the same with from AWS?
Exactly, yes. So because so what are the curriculum that we have? What I displayed is according to AWS standards. We didn't include anything randomly. So I mean, the only thing, the extra thing that that we have included here is the basics. I mean, refreshing the basics, the only part that we have included. So remaining all this curriculum is according to AWS standards. Yes. So I just displayed that slide. So yeah. So this is completely according to this particular weightage of this course. So data engineering, exploratory data analysis, modeling, and AWS machine learning implementation. So all these things will be covered, yes.
So what that means is that we don't need to take any other exams from AWS regarding machine learning certified experts. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. So because AWS, so machine as part of machine learning, so AWS has this particular certification program called AWS Machine Learning Specialty. I mean AWS Machine Learning Specialist. So in related to machine learning, this is the only examination what they have. So yeah. So AWS has other examinations also, like that is for DevOps. Like if you want to become a DevOps engineer, solution architect, that is going to be different. Those are not machine learning, but for the machine learning, we have machine learning specialty certification. Yes.
So,
Hi. Yeah, you can mention your name and you can talk.
yeah, I'm Harshita, sir.
Hi, Arshita. Yes.
So, are there any other batches other than this month for this course?
So because we don't do very regularly, I mean, so because we have also products to the product that we are working on. So we do, I mean, so we do the courses once in every, let's imagine 2 months. That's a gap. I mean, once after this course, we'll be doing a workshop. It's a 2 days workshop. We will get a small hands-on experience on AWS and machine learning. Once after that, again we do courses. I mean, so it will take 2 months, what I can imagine from now. Again for the another batch to be happening. Yeah.
I mean, same course will be done after 2 months.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Okay,
But
thank
the
you.
thing is, but the problem is, due to this crisis, the existing price of our course is just a 10,000 rupees. But once after the things are getting normal, so we'll be shifting back to the exact price. I mean, even our courses may start from 30K to 15,000 rupees. So that would be the normal price. For this crisis only, we kept it for 10,000 rupees, where we decided to make it affordable. Yeah, that it's small variation. It's not a, it's a huge variation in a price we may expect. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so let me know if you have any other questions. Okay, let me spare again 2 more minutes. It's going to become 9 p.m. here. Okay, so let me know if you guys have any other questions. Otherwise, you can reach out to me anytime in this particular number. So we'll be closing our registration probably in next 3 days, because the course is getting neared. Probably on Friday, we'll be getting started with preparations, installing some softwares, all those stuff. We'll be closing a registration soon. It's a first come, first serve, very limited seats which we have right now. So those who don't have an access to the chat, you can just take a screenshot of it. So from this particular link, you can download you can register for the course, and here you can download, register for you can download a curriculum, the same PDF. And here you can download the free ebooks. So these are the ebooks of machine learning. I mean, some basics ebooks that you must have when you are getting started with machine learning.
Sir, what are the timings of the course?
Okay, the timings are something like this. So if you're asking for IST, so these are the dates and this is the timing. It's going to start from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. on every Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, then thank you. If you guys have any other doubts, you can reach out to me in this phone number. So we have this same WhatsApp number what we have, so you can reach out to us in this email also. And thank you for making your time. And yeah, so thank you. Then be safe outside. Yep. Then thank you. Then bye. Good night. Good morning. Good afternoon again. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.